pleasant good morning to you, St. Lucia. Thank you so much for joining us. You're watching This Morning here on DBS. I'm your host, Chayla Mendez, and today I have Kensley Charlemagne with us, and he's the man behind Pomdamu Creations, and we're going to be talking all about 1,000 Poets for Change. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Great, and thank you so much for being here with us.
Not
It's definitely a
problem at all.
pleasure. Now, I know you have the event that's coming up, 1,000 Poets for Change. So tell us more about this event, because I know though it's taking place in St. Lucia, there's a whole broader spectrum, and it's actually an international event.
Yes. Actually, it is an event that started in the year 2011. All right, so it's a few years running. And basically, I think when they did it the first year, there was about 94 or so countries that participated. But up till last year, I believe there were like 146. And I think this year they are about, well, a few more, so probably 155 or so. And St. Lucia is part of it.
Which is an amazing thing.
Definitely, yes. All right, so I actually got to know of the event via an email. And its heading was, "It's not too late, you know, to organize." Yeah, and so I actually took the bull by the horn and figure it's probably a bit late, but we can still do something, you know, and it's there.
Well, you know what I really like too, because what caught my eye was I found the post on social media, and you know, 1,000 Poets for Change, and I noticed it was numbers. You know, there was the play with words and the numbers. So I read upon it and I realized that it's addressing a lot of issues that are very serious topics that should be, you know, the awareness should be raised, and it's something that's very important. So, you know, in terms of that, let us know exactly, you know, what was the purpose behind this event itself? You know, what's the aim of that event?
Definitely. Well, the 100,000 Poets for Change looks at a multiplicity of issues. All right, so we're looking at issues from social injustice to government suppression, freedom of speech, environmental issues, anything of that nature. So I wanted to do something that was specific to St. Lucia, and I figured that rape is probably an epidemic, if I can call it that. And, you know, we have persons from all age range being affected. So we're looking at old persons to young persons. And, you know, just looking at this here, I wanted to bring the issue to the fore. And that was the reason why we have chosen to highlight rape as our issue of focus. Yes.
Okay.
And you know, some people have taken issue with the topic, you know, but of course, it is a very sensitive topic. And so the way we go about the portrayal of it would be important. But I want to look at it as raw as we possibly can. You know, it's a monster in our face, and I really think that we need to face the monster, you know. So I'm actually looking for persons with different perspectives. So as I tell people, it's 1,000 Poets for Change, so as many people are able to come can come, but this is not limited just to poets. So we're looking at artists of all genres. So persons who dance, persons who sing, people who paint can also come on board as well.
So, you know, to any persons who would like to be part of it, because of course we'd like a lot of our creatives to be on board, how can they reach out and contact you? Right.
Well, one of the first things that we are doing is preparing. So our preparation will actually happens every Thursday at the Arts Cafe. So we assemble here from 6 to 8 p.m. So anybody who wants to come on board can come to us at the Arts Cafe. So that's one avenue. They can also email us, that's pdkcreations@gmail.com. So that's pdcreations with a K at gmail.com. And I can also be contacted via telephone at 287-8484.
All right, fantastic. So, of course, a call is going out to all our creatives. Come and be part of such an important event where you can creatively express topics that are really affecting society. Now, before we wrap up, of course, as we mentioned in the start, Kensley is the founder of Pomdamu Creations. Now, if you're in the arts and you're creative, you'd noticed, you may have seen the poetry slam competition that goes on. So, Kensley, what exactly is Pomdamo setting out to do?
Well, Pomdamo really is full-fledged. It's not just poetry. We are probably noted for our poetry, but it's full-fledged. So we're looking at anybody from musicians to playwrights, to people who are looking to put on exhibitions, so it's really full-fledged. And one of the things I'm trying to do is actually to start some stand-up comedy as well,
Oh, nice.
So these are a few of the things that we are looking to do. So anybody, again, who's looking to express themselves, and as we said earlier, in terms of change, I really think that bringing aspects of our culture to the fore is really the responsibility of the artists. And I think that our artists are probably a little bit too suppressed, and we really need to come out,
Great. Well, St. Lucia, as you can tell, creativity is not limited. It's a broad spectrum. So much more beyond just poetry. As he said, we're going to look out for the stand-up comedy. And so this morning we've been creatively speaking. Make sure if you don't want to be part of it, come out and support, of course, 1,000 Poets for Change. Come and enjoy the experience. And of course, if you want to be part of it, make sure you reach out. And just a reminder of the date as well.
In fact, the date is the 24th. That will actually be a Saturday, and it will be taking place in the evening. We are still to confirm the venue, but as soon as that is done, we will let we'll let people know. Perfect. And the other thing is that people can follow us on Facebook as well. Right. So there is a Facebook events page, 100,000 Poets for Change. That is 100,000 spelled out. 100,000 Poets for Change, St. Lucia.
All right, fantastic. Yes. So thank you so much again being here with us, Kensley. St. Lucia, we're going to look forward to seeing you there. Come experience it. And of course, we've been creatively speaking this morning, right here on This Morning. We'll be back. Good morning, St. Lucia. It is a beautiful day out. I hope you're feeling the energy. I'm very calm and relaxed and so pleased to have Nikita here with me because she is a St. Lucian. She's actually a Pilates instructor. So today in this segment, we're going to be talking all about Pilates and getting to know it better. So how are you today, Nikita?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you, Sheila.
Great. And like I said, I'm so excited to have her here because you know what? Pilates is a form of exercise which is internationally known, but just for any of our This Morning viewers who may not exactly know or understand what Pilates is, Nikita, just give us the rundown on what it is.
Okay, well, Pilates, like you said, is a form of exercise, and it was originated in the early 1920s by a German-born Joseph Pilates, and he himself started to work with himself because he had a lot of issues. He had rickets, he had asthma, and a whole lot of different issues as a child. And he combined his mother's naturopath teaching along with his father's bodybuilding teaching to help with himself. So he literally sat outside in the sun and did exercises to help with himself with the rickets. And from there, he did a whole lot of different sporting activities and physical fitness activities like bodybuilding, gymnastics, and a whole lot more. But then he really started teaching Pilates during World War I, where he helped the vets with rehabilitation. So they were bedridden and they couldn't get up and do exercises. So he pretty much invented exercises where they could do it lying down and get them back in shape and back to work all over again. But it really became popular when he moved to the US and he started teaching dancers. He became really famous with dancers and celebrities. So from there, people went crazy over it, and it's pretty still popular today. Yeah.
Nice. Now, with Pilates, there are a lot of benefits. The most obvious, of course, that somebody can, or what persons would usually rattle off is, hey, it's a good form of exercise. It's going to help keep you in shape. But what exactly are the benefits that you can get out of being in a Pilates class?
Okay, well, let me just elaborate on what a Pilates class entails firstly. When you're doing exercises in the Pilates class, we focus a lot on controlled movements. And it literally changes the way you feel, the way you perform, and also the way you look, definitely the way you look. And it focuses a lot on your powerhouse. And your powerhouse is your abdominal muscles, your lower back, your hip, and yeah, your abs, your lower back, and your hip, pretty much. Oh yes, and your glutes. That's what I was missing. Your glutes. It definitely helps tone and lift the butt, and it helps a lot with your flexibility. Because Lord knows, I was not flexible at all. Flexibility, strength, spine support and elongation, breathing for those asthmatic people. And it helps with rehabilitation of injuries for your spine and hip, so it really helps with your body generally. Also, even after I started doing Pilates, I just had a baby, 9 months old, my boy JD, and it helped me not go through the typical pains during labor. Of course, you had the contraction pains in the stomach. I couldn't do anything about that, but I didn't go through any of the lower back pains or the hip pains. It was smooth sailing as far as that aspect goes. And unfortunately, a few months ago, I had a whiplash injury. And usually when you have a whiplash injury, you stay down like a whole year or months at a time. But thanks to Pilates, I had no soft tissue damages, and I was back up and running like 2 weeks later, which is a really big accomplishment. I'm happy I could still teach my people even after having the whiplash injury. Yeah.
Super. So you know what? Now you've intrigued me, and I know you've intrigued our viewers. Where can we come find you to do a Pilates class?
Okay, well, I'm pretty much a freelancer. I teach many places. I teach from the gyms like Fitness Freaks in Corinth, but one of my main places teaching is in Rodney Bay, where just a random person could come into class, and that's at Antilla's Brewery Building. It's in Rodney Bay, like I said, at the back, in the back road, right after Big Chef. So if you still don't know what that is, it's directly behind Delirious, all right, or before Pizza Pizza. All right, so you can pretty much come find me here, and I'll definitely help you with your elongation, your strength, and whatever you need.
Great. Now, do you do private classes as well?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, I'm a freelancer, so even though you want a one-on-one with me, or you want a group private where a bunch of y'all from the office or wherever could come in and book an appointment, I'll make time and day, and you come do Pilates, yeah? Okay. Group and private.
Great. Now, how can we contact you?
Oh, yes, definitely. You could contact me from my number. My number is 520-4252. You could check me out on Facebook. I have a page on Facebook. You could check that out also. And definitely WhatsApp me. Technology has improved. You don't have to always call. You could just WhatsApp me and we can make an appointment.
All right, well, St. Lucia, there you have it. Thank you again for watching this morning. And this is Nikita. Listen, do not let her petite frame fool you. She is a powerhouse, so you will get a really good workout. And of course, such pleasant energy. So make sure you check her out and have your own Pilates experience. Hey St. Lucia, good morning. How are you doing today? I'm feeling really good, and we're here with our friends at the St. Lucia Animal Protection Society. I have Sue and I have Russell, and you know, it's always an amazing experience when we come here with them. And today, Sue's going to tell us a little bit more about volunteering, because you can be part of this experience and just meet these amazing animals. And Sue, so you know, just let us know about how persons can volunteer and in what capacity as well.
If you have a couple of hours a week to spare, but 4 till 6 in the afternoon is the perfect timing, where we feed all these dogs, which is quite a feat, and we also clear up all the mess and make sure all their quarters are in fact clean so they don't pick up infections. So that's one way. Or get involved with the vet's visits, actually taking dogs in your vehicle to the vets, whether it's just for regular shots or whether it's an injured animal that we actually pick up off the streets, which happens all the time. Roselle is one of our new volunteers. She's very versatile. She's helped us make some videos, because she has some experience in that, but she's also helped us with the puppies, giving them their medicines and mopping up the floors as well. We've recently got a couple of new volunteers, and Rose and Julie have paired up, and so they do one afternoon session, which takes the pressure off a lot of the others. We do have a handful of volunteers, and we've got a lot of different jobs to do. So if there's anything, whether it's just walking your dogs, which we'll actually be starting that in groups very soon, or whether you just want to support us on one of our fundraising events coming up. The first Tuesday in every month, we're going to do a pub quiz at the Boardwalk Bar. and we do it in teams of 6. It's fun, and we're making a bit of money for the dogs because we have an awful lot of dogs to feed and an awful lot of vets bills to pay. But please come along, contact us if you think you can help in any way. But you have to be a dog lover or a cat lover. We have a lot of cats and kittens as well.
So I'm with Russell, who is one of the volunteers here at SLAPS. And Russell, what made you want to be part of the team?
Well, I always had a love for animals. In fact, when I was a young girl, I imagined being a veterinarian so I'd be able to assist animals. And that didn't work out. So I wanted to find out, another way in which I could, peruse this interest God put in my heart to help animals and to help people and to bring more love into the world. And I got into contact with SLAPS.
Great.
The rest is history.
So what do you have to say to anybody here at home who might have an interest or just, again, a love for animals? Why should they come and be part of the team and volunteer?
I would say that the world can be really harsh and we can recognize that as people. And you just have to imagine what dogs go through when they don't have a loving home, when they don't have somebody to call, their family. And it can be really tough. So if you have any love to spare and you love animals or you just love making the world a better place, feel free to, help in any way you can, whether or not you're able to mop or you're able to feed, you're able to
walk them.
Exactly. So all of that would be welcome and very much appreciated.
Thank you again, St. Lucia. We've made it to the end of the show, so now we've officially started the day off right. Now, before we go off, make sure you go visit YouTube, search for DBS Morning Show. That way you can subscribe to the channel and catch up with any episodes that you may have missed. And of course, sit back and relax and enjoy your favorite shows. So make sure you follow and subscribe. Now, this takes us again to the end of the show. I'm wishing you a great day. Go create a good one. And we'll see you tomorrow right here on DBS.